Hey Jay, we're just here to save some lives is all.
Megan does match. She's in uniform today.
I am. Glad to be celebrating the American Heart Association and the work that you folks do. But let's talk about CPR. Most people know CPR can save a life, but would you know what to do if someone that you knew suddenly collapsed right in front of you? Well, this is National CPR and AED Awareness Week, and we're learning about how to properly administer bystander CPR.
This is Jennifer Toole with the American Heart Association. She is the Community Outreach Director, right, for the CSRA. So you're over here seeing over the 2-state, and we are so excited to deliver bystander CPR. That's what it's called, correct? As we heard from Dr. Johnson.
Yes, we are going to learn hands-only CPR.
Okay.
Hands-only CPR, let's get it. We're going to get down to the ground.
Yes. We are. We're going to get low. So how do we start off? Just walk us through this.
Sure. So this is CPR week. We want the community to know, like Dr. Johnson said, you don't need a white coat. You don't need any professional training to act. If someone were to go down in front of you, an adult or a teen, we really want you to do 2 things. We want you to activate 911, get them on the way. You don't want to start this and know no one is on the way to help you.
Right.
And so given the choice between grabbing your phone and starting, go call 911, get your phone. And then the second step is to compress the chest. We are going to go until we can't go anymore or until that help arrives. And with 3 of us here, we could go a long time.
Right. Okay. Well, if you just want to get us started, we'll get down to the ground here. Okay. We're going to pretend that we've already called 911 for demonstration purposes.
Yes. So we've got somebody calling 911 and they're on the way. And then that second step is to compress the chest. And so we are going to lock our arms lock our hands just like this. Keep our elbows really, really straight. We want the person on a hard, flat surface so that the compressions are actually doing what we want them to do. And then we're going to go right in the center of the chest where that breastbone is. These are marked.
Am I using this with my hand?
Yes, not like a slap where that hand is spread out, but more like a punch where that weight is all into that center of the space. And then I want you to press harder than you need to. We're going 100 to 120 compressions a minute. So like to the song Staying Alive, it looks like this.
Oh, okay. Oh, it clicks.
Yes.
Oh, wow, you have to go really hard.
You really do. I don't think
wow. Okay.
I'm not saving a life over here, you guys. Staying alive.
Yes.
I'm breaking a sweat.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, this is harder than it looks.
It is.
Folks, you need to practice this at home.
If somebody like me maybe is having some difficulty using that strength, that upper body strength, are there easier ways to do this or to reassure that I can do this?
The very thing we said, instead of spreading that weight out like a slap, you want to make sure you're compressing right in the center of that chest bone.
Right.
You're going to allow the chest to come back up to you in between those compressions. And then it's easier because we don't have a lot of strength in our upper body, the 3 of us here.
Right.
So to throw our entire body weight at the chest. And so when you're pushing down.
So kind of get up almost on your knees.
Yes.
Okay, that was easier.
Yeah.
Maybe get a hair tie too.
Yeah, definitely get a hair tie. Take off your bracelets.
Yes. And then some CPR is better than none. So even if you feel like, man, I'm not going deep enough or I'm not strong enough, just mimicking the function.
She's breaking a sweat.
I'm so sweaty, y'all. This is so difficult if you don't have strength, which I think is really important to kind of showcase because any of us can really do this, but it really does take bravery, as we heard Dr. Johnson talk about, but it takes stamina. And like determination.
Look at this face. You need to say
I'm not going to lose you.
And the more of us who know it, the better. And so if this was someone in here, I would go as long as I can, and then you could step in and go as long as you could.
Okay.
And then we would go until that first responder arrived or that AED arrived on scene.
And then the professionals can take over.
And then the professionals can take over.
You did the best that you could to save this person's life.
Absolutely.
Now, if we did have to hand off to, keep going longer, what would be the way to kind of do that seamlessly without messing up any of those compressions?
We just want to go as quickly as we can.
Just
we want to go as quickly as we can. And so to vocalize that, hey, I'm going having a need relief or hey, let's swap off so that can happen seamlessly is what we
or have a co-anchor
Is there a rule like you do 30 chest compressions each, or did I make that up?
So you did not make that up. When we certify people in CPR, when they learn 2 breaths, 30 compressions, you are learning a 30 and 2.
Yep.
And so what we are teaching today is hands-only CPR. There are no breaths with this. This is okay and just as effective for adults. And so any adult or teen that goes down, it's okay to do hands-only CPR. And we know that this eliminates the barrier to act. That when we don't know someone and we think, oh, well, I've called 911, I'm just going to wait. Everybody can do something.
Yeah.
We can call 911 and we can also compress the chest. Think the heart has stopped. It is no longer doing its pumping function, and so nothing is getting blood that it needs. And so we're mimicking the heartbeat.
Okay, it's flatlined, and we're basically,
We're
pumping
pushing
for
blood
them.
throughout the body.
We're pumping it for them.
to keep the blood and the oxygen in the brain and all of that stuff.
So that everything continues to get the fuel it needs.
Look at this. All right,
girl,
I got
guys.
it. I got it now.
Save us.
I got it now.
Yes.
And I know that my co-anchor would be able to acknowledge that I'm tired and would be
Yeah.
able to hand off with me.
Oh, if I can get it to click, that is.
Okay, and you want to go slower.
Oh,
So
okay,
100
okay.
and 120 beats a minute. So
One.
like this.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Perfect. Perfect. And
Yep.
so good. That was a good whoopsie, because what we want everyone to know is we are mimicking the heartbeat.
Yes.
We want to do that 100 to 120 beats a minute because we want the rest of the body to get fuel in the way that it normally does.
Right.
So that was too fast, and then too slow would kind of just be like every time trying to maybe replace my hands
Sure, sure.
That would be
That would
good.
too slow.
Yeah.
Right.
So you can really listen too, and with these dummies, you can really learn.
Yeah, and don't sit like this. I just called. Look, they changed the screen. They're like, enough of these 2 girls.
Well, yeah, the first step is always call 911, as
Yes.
we know, but we're going to pretend like we did already. So
Yes.
help is on the way, and between all 3 of us, we are
And
saving
right,
his
aren't you
life.
supposed to be like, Mister, are you okay?
Sure.
Check your pulse.
That is actually a step that we assumed when we started this, but yes, you want to make sure that the person is actually unresponsive.
Right,
Yes.
right.
So
No,
you could just be taking a nap.
yeah, we just assumed that y'all would know too. Obviously, if you find somebody laying on the ground, don't just go up to them and do compressions. But yeah.
And when confused or when in doubt, just watch for signs of life in that pulse. You'll see that sometimes it's like unplugging a lamp and the light goes right out, and sometimes it fades out to where those signs of life are leaving. And so if you need to be reassured in that way, just continue to monitor those signs of life and act.
Yeah, and as Dr. Johnson said, you're not going to break a rib.
not.
That is an old tale.
And if you do, it's okay.
And if you do, wouldn't you rather have had life-saving measures taken on you? I know I would. I'd be forever thankful and indebted versus angry that somebody would even try to help me out,
Yeah.
Sure. And women actually receive CPRs and intervention less. We get those AED pads placed on us less because just the anatomy of us. And we know with a 90% death sentence with one of these incidents, we would want someone to do something.
Yeah, that mortality
and,
rate.
Heart disease is also the #1 cause of death in women.
Yeah.
Which is really important. So, like when thinking about the connection between CPR and women having access to that and heart disease being such a common killer, unfortunately, in women, this is all important information.
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right, well, Jennifer, thank you so much for demonstrating this for us, and hopefully we didn't do too terrible.
You guys were great. You guys were great.
I think
Thank
he's
y'all.
living.
I think he is too. We've saved him. So when we come back from the short break, we will have more for you, and he will be up and breathing and alive.